Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel and today we are going to talk about development of esophagus. So let's start our topic with introduction. Esophagus develops from foregut during early embryogenesis and serve as a muscular conduit between pharynx and stomach. Its formation is closely linked to the development of trachea, respiratory diverticulum and diaphragm. Errors in its development lead to clinical significant congenital malformations like esophageal atresia and tracheoesophageal fistula. Embryonic origin of esophagus includes endoderm that form the epithelial lining and glands of esophagus. It includes the splanchic mesoderm that forms smooth muscle, connective tissue, and blood vessels. Embryonic origin also includes somatic mesoderm that contributes to the striated muscle or skeletal muscle in the upper third of the esophagus. And then embryonic origin also includes neural crest cells that contributes to enteric nervous system of the esophagus. Timeline of development of esophagus. It starts from week 3 to 4, in which foregut elongates and respiratory diverticulum bursts from the ventral foregut. During week 4, there is tracheoesophageal septum that forms and thus separating esophagus from the trachea. During week 5 to 7, esophagus lengthens rapidly as the heart and lung descend. During week 8 to 10, epithelium of esophagus proliferates and temporarily obliterates the lumen, and that lateral recanalization occurs in this lumen area. Then there is week 10 to 12 when there is differentiation of muscular layer of esophagus and stratified squamous epithelium developed by late fetal life. Key developmental events of esophagus include formation and separation from trachea, lengthening of esophagus, recanalization, development of epithelium and muscular layer formation, and development of sphincters. Now let's talk about these key development events in little detail. So first key event is the formation and separation from trachea. Initially the foregut is a single tube. The respiratory diverticulum develops ventrally and separates from dorsal foregut by the tracheoesophageal septum. Failure of complete separation caused tracheoesophageal fistula. Second event is lengthening of esophagus, that is because of the rapid growth of neck and descent of heart and lungs that cause esophagus to lengthen. By birth, esophagus reaches its full adult proportions. Insufficient elongation may lead to congenital hiatal hernia, that is because of short esophagus. Third key event during esophagus development is recanalization. In the endodermal lining proliferates and temporarily occludes the lumen around week 5 to 6. Then there is recanalization that restores the lumen by week 8 to 10. Failure of recanalization results in esophageal atresia. Next event in the esophageal development is development of epithelium. Initially it is lined by simple columnar epithelium, but later it is replaced by stratified squamous epithelium by late life, which persists postnatally. Fifth event in esophagus development is muscular layer formation. In upper one-third area, skeletal muscle from somatic mesoderm of pharyngeal arches are formed. In the middle third area, mixed skeletal and smooth muscles are formed, and in lower third area, smooth muscles are formed from the splanchic mesoderm. Muscle innervation remains under autonomic control through vagus nerve and enteric plexus. Next event of esophagus development is development of sphincters. First sphincter is upper esophageal sphincter that is derived from cricopharyngeus muscle. Then there is lower esophageal sphincter that that is a functional sphincter, and it is formed by smooth muscle specialization. Now let's talk about clinical significance of development of esophagus. First is esophageal atresia. When lumen fails to recanalize, esophagus ends in a blind pouch. It presents with the drooling, choking, and vomiting in newborn. Second significance is tracheoesophageal fistula. That is when there is a normal communication between trachea and esophagus due to incomplete septum formation. Commonly, it is associated with polyhydramnios, that is excess amniotic fluid. Third significance is congenital hiatal hernia, that is short esophagus that pulls stomach into the thoracic cavity. Fourth significance is stenosis, that is partial failure of recanalization that causes narrowing of the lumen of esophagus. Sixth significance of esophagus development is ectopic epithelium, that is columnar epithelium may persist, and this is called as Barrett's esophagus predisposition. Now let's talk about conclusion of this lecture video. Esophagus originates from the foregut and undergoes critical events such as elongation, tracheoesophageal separation, and recanalization. Its complex development explains several congenital anomalies like TEF, atresia, and hiatal hernia. TEF is tracheoesophageal fistula. Understanding esophageal embryology is essential for diagnosing and managing neonatal swallowing and airflow disorders. And this was all about development of esophagus. Hopefully you liked the video. If you do, don't forget to like, share, subscribe and comment. Thank you for watching.